We are saddened to announce the death of Charles Emmanuel Loren, better known as Mr. Challo of Capitol Hill, therefore, who passed away at his residence on Sunday, 3rd January 2016 at approximately 3:45 p.m. He was 85 years old. He was predeceased by his wife, Euna Augustine, his son, Claudius Augustine. Left to mourn his 6 sons, Jeffrey Lucius Augustine, pastor of Faith Outreach Ministries, Full Gospel Tabernacle in Therefore. Trevor Augustine, also known as Abba, a Mason of Therefore. Francis Augustine, also known as Litu of Therefore. Stephen Augustine, also known as Tony of Therefore. David Augustine, also known as Smartman of Therefore. Vincent Augustine, also known as Fat Boy of Therefore. 3 daughters, Rosalie Alfred, also known as Kelly, a retired clerk of Singer, who was also his caretaker. Veronica Alexander, employee of the Ministry of Agriculture, Administrative Department. Maria Skeet, former employee of British American, all of Therefore. 1 brother, Desmond Gerson and his family of Brooklyn, New York. 2 sisters, Elmina Gerson, better known as Ada and his family of Therefore. Clarita Gerson, better known as Auntie Claire and his family of Therefore. Also left to mourn are the children of his deceased sisters, Dorothy Paul and Teresa Stephen. 25 grandchildren, Shireen Alfred, employee of Diamonds International, Brittany Alfred of Montfortune, Givon Alfred in the USA, Nisa Skeet, employee of Diamonds International, Tessa Augustine, employee of Deli's Supermarket, who was also his goddaughter. Chrismel Augustine, student of Leon Hess Secondary School. Javina Augustine, student of the Seventh-day Academy. Bradley Augustine in the USA. Curdell Emmanuel in the United Kingdom. Isaiah Alexander, student of the Cicero Secondary School. Gary James, also known as Christo, employee of Windjammer Landing. Carla Augustine Marshall, caterer of Montfortune. Stein Dancy, also known as Darlington, employee of Tikai Resort. Mervyn and Tracy Richard of Cicero. Virgil Charles, employee of Harry Edward Jewelers. Damian Satney, employee of M&C Group of Companies. Theodosia, Nick, Neil, and Simon Augustine of Therefore. Jermaine Richard St. Croix. Bede and Denver Richard of Cicero, Andre Charles of Cicero. 13 great-grandchildren, 1 sister-in-law, Bernice Gerson of Brooklyn, New York. 5 daughters-in-law, Lucia Augustine, retired teacher of the Balata Primary School. Lucilla Augustine, employee of Ministry of Commerce. Sherry Augustine of the Morn. Teresa Augustine, entrepreneur of Therefore. Mariana Smith of Therefore. 3 sons-in-law, Andrew Leroy Alfred, retired police officer of the SSU department. Regis Alexander, employee of Victoria Hospital. Julius Harrison, employee of Chinatown. 3 godsons including Cyrus Jacob of Therefore. Also many nieces and nephews both here and abroad, too numerous to mention. Cousins including Bishop Emmanuel Loren and his family of La Clery. Anthony Paul and his family of Therefore, Lucia Phillip of Barbados, Rebecca and Deborah of the USA, Loretta McLaurin, better known as Shirley and his family of Therefore, Sonia and his family of Labrie, Francisca Clifford and his family of Old Victoria Road, Leona Joseph and his family in the USA, Simone Gerson and his family of Canada, Simon Emile of Therefore, Peter Fadley and his family. Also left to mourn, the Paul family of Therefore, the Gerson family of Therefore, the McLaurin family of Therefore, Choiseul and Cabiche, the Augustine family of Therefore, the Prosper family of Bardechaussee, the Bernard family of Therefore and Labrie, the Jacob family of Therefore, the Fadley family of Labrie. Close friends, Joycelyn Calendar of Lattock Road, Cornelius Nove of the Morn, Linus of Soufra, Sister Velma St. Martin of Therefore, Lucretia James, also known as Shasha of Corinth, Eustace, better known as Toll of Therefore. Also members of the Faith Outreach Ministries Full Gospel Tabernacle of Therefore, the entire community of Therefore, and many other relatives and friends, too numerous to mention, both here and abroad. The funeral arrangements of the late Charles Emmanuel Loren, better known as Charlo, will be held at the Bethel Tabernacle in Sanssouci on Wednesday, 13th January 2016 at 3 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Shock Cemetery. Transportation will be passing through the morn from 2:15 p.m. to transport persons to the funeral cemetery and back. The body now lies at Rambali's funeral parlor on Gavi Road, Castries.